The most recent Billboard Hot 100 chart was unveiled early Thursday morning, revealing a notable change in hip-hop for the first time in months. Luther, a captivating collaboration between Kendrick Lamar and SZA, landed at number 7. The track has amassed tens of millions of streams, inspired viral TikTok challenges, received extensive radio airplay, and struck an emotional chord, distinguishing itself from the usual pop-centric chart leaders. More significant than Luther, entering the top 10 was the context. No other rap or R&B artists were featured on the chart. Drake, who has long been a dominant force, was missing, leaving Kendrick as the only hip-hop representative this week. Welcome to Celebrity Cookies, where the tea is always hot and the stories come with sprinkles of surprise. Make sure to subscribe, leave a comment with your take on the story. This represents a striking shift in an industry where the same artists and songs frequently dominate. Kendrick's solo presence in the upper ranks of the Hot 100, especially alongside the talented SZA, raises critical questions. How did this occur? What does it reveal about the current landscape of hip-hop, streaming, and culture? Most intriguingly, could this indicate the dawn of a new era where Kendrick Lamar, rather than Drake, takes the lead in mainstream rap? Let's explore this further. Drake's absence is almost unfathomable on paper. He has dominated the Hot 100 for nearly a decade, setting records for the most entries, the most weeks at number 1, and the most simultaneous charting songs, all while navigating rap, R&B, and pop. His constant presence has become so routine that it often goes unnoticed, until a week like this, when his name is absent from the chart. Instead, the spotlight is on Luther, a song that resists easy categorization, part gospel-inspired reflection, part personal mantra, and part cinematic score. With SZA's ethereal chorus and Kendrick's sharp verses, it delivers a powerful mix of spiritual longing and streetwise authenticity. The song's ascent to number 7 was not coincidental. Luther began gaining traction through a combination of early morning radio plays and strategic placements on popular playlists from major streaming platforms and independent curators. Fans created TikTok challenges featuring the song's key lyric, "If you violate me for a habit, I will abstain from rapping till the habit's destroyed," as a backdrop for various dance routines and introspective monologues. By the time it was officially released as a single, there was already considerable anticipation. All it needed was the backing of Billboard's metrics, sales, radio airplay, and streaming to secure its place in the top 10. In the meantime, Drake's recent releases, a few singles that dropped with minimal notice, garnered decent streaming numbers but struggled to gain traction on radio playlists. Pop stations opted to play established summer hits, while urban stations remained cautious due to the lukewarm reception of Drake's last full album. As a result, none of his new tracks made it onto the Hot 100 this week. Even his classic songs like God's Plan and Hotline Bling saw slight declines as listeners turned their attention to newer, more urgent music that is influencing the culture. However, this scenario reflects more than just a setback for one artist. It underscores broader trends in contemporary music consumption. Streaming platforms, once viewed as a great equalizer for emerging artists, have evolved into systems that can either elevate a release or overshadow it with older hits. Algorithm-driven playlists wield considerable power. Just ask the rising stars whose success often hinges on landing a spot on sought-after playlists like New Music Friday or Rap Caviar. On the radio side, program directors must juggle corporate demands, local tastes, and the ongoing popularity of timeless hits. In this landscape, even a superstar can be overlooked if the circumstances aren't favorable. Kendrick Lamar appears to understand this dynamic better than most. His release strategy is both strategic and surprising. He doesn't follow trends, he creates them. He doesn't chase TikTok dances. He allows fans to discover his music naturally. When he does choose a single, especially one featuring an artist like SZA, whose career has been highly anticipated, he makes sure it feels like a cultural moment rather than just another song on the weekly charts. SZA plays a crucial role in this narrative. Over the past 2 years, she has evolved from a Grammy-nominated R&B artist into one of the most celebrated voices in contemporary music. Her 2023 album was a gradual masterpiece, marked by deeply personal songwriting and a willingness to experiment with production. When she and Kendrick first hinted at Luther, during a surprise performance at a major festival, excitement surged instantly. Fans eagerly awaited a studio version, and critics noted that the two represented the new pulse of hip-hop and R&B. When the song was finally released, it surpassed all expectations. In many ways, Luther marks the pinnacle of both artists' careers. Kendrick displays his commitment to intricate lyrics, complex rhythms, and bold storytelling, while SZA brings her melodic skills, emotional honesty, and deep connection with listeners. Together, they've crafted a track that feels both timeless and relevant today. It's not surprising that Luther is the only hip-hop song in this week's top 10 on the Hot 100. The data, buzz, new releases, challenges, streams, and radio play clearly shows its success. However, beyond the numbers lies a more elusive aspect of what audiences desire. Fans seek authenticity and artistry that captures attention rather than simply chasing it. Luther delivers this in spades, reminding us that even in a fast-paced content environment, a song can stand out if it resonates on a deeper level than just a catchy refrain. Kendrick's success also raises questions about Drake's current absence from the charts. Is he overexposed? Has his own success started to work against him, making each new release feel repetitive? Or is this just a temporary dip in streaming numbers that will soon bounce back? The truth likely lies somewhere in the middle. Drake remains a significant figure in music. Even if he's not charting this week, his cultural influence is still considerable. However, this week's chart shows that he can be overshadowed, even if only briefly, by a compelling song like Luther. For Kendrick Lamar, this moment is pivotal. It cements his status not only as a critical darling, but also as a genuine mainstream force. It serves as a reminder that hip-hop's best storytellers continue to capture our collective attention. Additionally, it signals to the industry that while traditional formulas may still work, there is always room for innovation and artistry that demands recognition, attention, and emotional engagement. Ultimately, the Billboard Hot 100 is just a snapshot of the music landscape. It reflects sales, streams, and radio play, but it doesn't capture every aspect of influence. Nonetheless, Kendrick Lamar's position as the only hip-hop artist in the top 10 is hard to ignore. It validates Luther while also challenging others in the genre to either keep up or fall behind. For fans, this is a moment to celebrate and a reminder to stay vigilant. One thing we've learned from Kendrick's career is that he rarely lets such moments pass without a follow-up. We can anticipate another music video, a surprise single, or perhaps news about an upcoming project. The excitement is just beginning and will only grow. As for Drake, he will undoubtedly make a comeback, as he always does. But for now, the focus is on Kendrick Lamar and SZA. The Billboard Top 10 has a new story to tell, one that emphasizes artistry, strategy, and the unpredictable magic that keeps music meaningful. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this situation, so please share your opinions in the comments. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay updated on the story.